All right,
So,
welcome
back to the podcast.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking at the same time. Let's do that again.
All
All right, you do it. You've got the golden chops.
Oh, thank you, man. Welcome back to the Chaos at the Coffee Shop podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your host. And on this podcast, we make a song every time.
This week is a little special because we have no idea what we're doing.
Yep, but just because we don't have an idea of what we're doing doesn't mean that we don't know anything.
We know stuff.
Because, we know stuff. Like, there's like guitars and stuff around here. Anything can really be an idea if you think about it. Like, I got this.
See, there's an idea right there.
It's like, ship that one. That's the podcast.
That's the episode.
I
remember. I mean, you did say. Well, you said once that every song sort of has to affect change on art as a whole. Like we can't sort of degrade ourselves to just blowing on a horn and then calling it a song, So I guess not anything can be an episode of the Chaos at the Coffee Shop podcast. We do have some standards.
Well, we could take that horn sound and we could make it, we could just like stretch it out for 11 years.
Yeah.
And we could like lock some people in a room where that's the only sound they could hear
from birth.
Yeah.
So we get some babies.
We could, that's something. And then we could raise them just on this sound and see what happens,
What happens on their 11th birthday when the sound finally ends?
Yeah. They don't do experiments like they used to.
I know. Why? What changed? Why did we get to stop just making babies do stupid shit? Yeah,
because it's like there's so many of them. We could spare a few just to like
really
we could spare a few just for like Chaos at the Coffee Shop, right? Like we could take them and then just like use them in our podcast and make like a
for like sound effects
song. Yeah.
Well, we like raise like, oh, this is little Jeffrey. He does a really good like trumpet impression, and we train him to be a trumpet.
And maybe he is a trumpet.
He thinks he's a trumpet for sure.
Oh, interesting.
So, but then we've got him just on standby all the time. Be like, hey, Jeffrey, we need a trumpet. Jeffrey comes in. He's like, I mean, I'm not Jeffrey. I'm not as good as him.
Yeah,
but, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think we should do this. I think we should go away from the baby abduction talk.
I didn't say anything about abducting babies.
Well, how would we get?
I say we hire surrogates.
Okay.
We impregnate them. We make these babies.
Okay.
And what? You don't like this idea now?
Well, I don't know if I like this idea very much. I think it's, sometimes
it's for the art. Since when do we limit ourselves on the art we create?
A lot of the comedy I get out of Chaos at the Coffee Shop is like when we do stuff that I don't typically find funny. Like sometimes that makes it funny. So if we were to go against like my basic human morals, like against my will, there's some art to that, because like definitely. me D Hay, like I will hate it, right? But the fact that I created it despite hating it is somewhat beautiful.
It's art. That's art.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. It's why we do what we do. To seek discomfort, we want to make ourselves uncomfortable, because then we grow as people and everyone grows listening to this podcast.
Yeah, I guess we do want to push the envelope, and the baby thing would be doing that.
We would definitely be pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So I'll make some phone calls.
Okay, well... You seem like you really want to do this. Last week we made a song.
Yeah, tell us about last week.
So last week we made a targeted song at one person, and it was like the goal was to make his day. And this week it seems like you want to ruin a lot of babies' lives. And
it's highs and lows, ebbs and flows, man, peaks and valleys. Life is always changing and evolving.
Yeah, that's true. One issue I'm running into right now is usually we make the song all in one night.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be hard at this late of an hour to push out a couple babies to act as our orchestra.
It's going to take a couple of years probably.
Yeah.
Because maybe a newborn baby probably can't be a trumpet.
Okay, so we'll put a pin in this idea for episode 100, maybe. That can be like our special.
Okay. Yeah. So this will be just like sort of happening on the back burner.
Okay. Yeah, and like every week we'll give you updates
sort of an update on like how Jeffrey's mom is doing and
Jeffrey's stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can have our fans offer to be surrogate
send
mothers.
in their own babies.
Send in their own babies.
Okay. That's
then we could do this whole thing where we're mailing reproductive fluids back and forth, and everything could just be really awesome. And art, and art is the good part.
It would be. It'd be art.
It'd be art. A lot of people will say like birth is the most beautiful thing that you ever experience. And what's not art about that?
Yeah, that is interesting. Though, because maybe for this week, then maybe we want to sort of encapsulate that idea of beauty that comes from birth.
So it's just really gross and loud, but beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get so like. What I was getting at before was last week we made like a song about one person, and we kind of like made their day and like made them feel good. And they were kind of like flattered at the fact that we did all this for them.
Yeah.
And that made me feel good, like I enjoyed that a lot, and we made like a nice song. And this time it seems like we're getting like really icky with the baby stuff.
Is it okay? So icky is it's just anatomy, man. It's just biology.
Well,
yeah,
it is just biology.
It's just
That's
biology.
True.
We're just mammals at the end of the day, And no one has done this before, and I can't imagine why. But we're definitely we're changing the landscape.
Yeah, at least that we know of.
That's true. If it had happened, people probably went well out of their way to cover it up.
Yeah.
Like maybe some of the people that we grew up with thought that they were a trumpet until their 11th birthday. You ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah, I think about it a lot.
One of those things that's just like ever present,
But like, what are we doing this week?
That's I was just enjoying just having a chat with my friend D. Hey. I forgot that I forgot this was a podcast for a minute there.
Yeah. See, I was intensely aware that this was a podcast and we were talking about stealing and maybe mutilating babies. I never
said anything about stealing or mutilating babies.
Well, we're making them into a trumpet. It seems
not
unethical.
Physically making them into a trumpet. We're just convincing them at a young age that they are a trumpet, and then
but how are we going to make them sound good unless we got to tweak some of the vocal cords?
We show them trumpet sounds. And we are just like, do that, Jeffrey.
Okay, but the thing is, now I'm getting into it. So what we would need to do is we need to show them trumpet sounds, but we need to make sure they wouldn't see like us or other people.
Yeah.
Or they would be able to associate themselves with people. So we need some sort of like sensory deprivation trumpet chamber.
Yeah, because trumpets don't have eyes and trumpets can't smell. Or
maybe we just get like a big old junk pile of trumpets.
Yeah.
And just like leave them in there, and they gotta like forage.
What if we made I'm all on board with all this, but we need this kid to think that his parents are trumpets. So we get a trumpet, we put a little speaker in it, and then we're in another room, and we're like, "Hey, Jeffrey," or it's more like it's like.
Yeah, so the thing is, if it can't just be like a speaker, like they can't be hearing like human voices, or they might associate. Trumpets. Yeah, they might start like talking. Like
so we kind of have to create a language using just trumpet sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this gets really this might be actually more work than I want to put in.
Yeah,
I think it's probably less work to just be a normal dad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we should. Maybe then we could sell our parenting course to other parents.
Yeah. And then we could sell Jeffrey to like Juilliard or Berkeley or something.
Oh, yeah. And then like, because, brass instruments, they get all rusty and they break. And
Jeffrey,
he don't break.
Jeffrey don't break.
You can do whatever you want to that boy.
That boy can handle it all.
He'll fight back.
We on his 11th birthday when we just like release him out into the world and he just starts lashing out. That'll be like his like angsty teenage years. Only he'll be 11 and he'll think he's a trumpet.
Yeah.
So anyway,
this is good.
That's all on the back burner.
Okay.
That was good. So we could make a song this week if you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that.
I am inclined to include some trumpets in it, whatever it ends up being, just because.
Okay.
Because now we've spent 10 minutes talking about trumpets.
Yeah, we'll know it's
Jeffrey.
It's about Jeffrey. Yeah. And maybe this will be maybe this is the first song he listens to.
Okay. So this could be, what if this is like Jeffrey's like go to bed song, or like
maybe maybe this is the song of his life that he has to live through in order to turn him into a trumpet.
Oh, so we have to lay out like all of the steps to becoming a trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like a step-by-step baby song.
Okay. Okay, so this is going to be like a baby mind control song.
Yeah.
That turns them into trumpets if you put them into a sensory deprivation chamber with just this song playing. They will emerge in 11 years as a trumpet. That's the idea for this week.
Yeah. So you just have to play this song. That's the idea for this week.
That's what we're doing.
That's okay. The nug.
So
we found
and like if you're listening to this podcast and you have a child around, turn it off, because as soon as you start playing this song, it's going to start the process. And I think once it gets started, it doesn't really stop.
Well, if you stop it in the middle, the kid is going to grow up with just a sense of like in conclusion. He's going to just be looking for something he'll never find,
Mm-hmm.
Which is terribly sad.
Yeah.
Because he'll know that he's supposed to be a trumpet the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, and I think we can go through like the stages of life with this song. We can sort of
is the song, because there's the issue is this going to be a song that the kid listens to on repeat for 11 years, or is the song 11 years long? Because you can't just because it could be all like baby stuff, or it could be like through different stages, but then it's like when the kid's 5 and he's hearing stuff that he's not gonna have to worry about till he's 9,
Yeah. Can you make a podcast that's 11 years long?
We could try. I mean, I would take at least 11 years to record. So, I mean...
Well, we could copy and paste. Well, okay.
Yeah, but then it's just the same thing,
Yeah. Well, we could write code so it like randomizes it.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that, though.
I don't know how to do that either.
It'd take me a good 11 years to figure that one out.
Damn it. Maybe we just go with it plays on repeat. And so then,
but as you grow, you sort of learn more and more. You understand it on different levels each time you listen to it.
It's kind of like how if you watch like a kid's show now as an adult, you kind of notice like the adult humor that was sort of snuck in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it just went right over your head. It's SpongeBob, the song.
It's the SpongeBob of podcasts.
Yeah, so we gotta make some like lewd jokes, or like
okay,
just just say some word, but the kid's never gonna develop the context to understand those jokes.
Yeah. See, I don't. Do we even? Are there words to this song? Like,
I'm not sure
have
words.
A role?
I don't think words really do a lot of good.
Yeah, I think they go. I think they're sort of the antithesis of what we're going.
I think words are the trumpet. But you actually played trumpet.
That's true.
Do you have a trumpet?
Do I have my trumpet?
Because if you have a trumpet, that's the words.
Hold on 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Find that fucking trumpet, D-Hay. This is the part where we wait for D-Hay to get back with the trumpet. Oh, fuck yeah. There it is. Yes!
All right. I found the trumpet, and surprisingly, like, the valves are all greased up.
Wow.
Yeah, I still remember.
You still kind of remember how to play it, too.
Yeah, I'm a trumpet fiend.
Bro, it's been a long while since you played that boy, I bet.
It really has.
Yeah. All right, so I guess so maybe we make a song using all trumpet noises that a trumpet makes.
Okay.
And the lyrics are just trumpet sounds.
Maybe the lyrics, like, I can sing them through the trumpet. So, like, I'll be like, hey there, kid. I want you to grow up and become me because I'm the trumpet, baby.
That's really good.
You know?
That's really good.
Yeah.
So there can be words.
Yeah, the words to this song just have to be sang through a trumpet.
Yeah, it's that simple. Do you have one of those cool filter things for the trumpet?
Like a
where you put it in the end. I just always thought those things were so cool.
Yeah, like a mute.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
They're called? Yeah, a straight mute. I got one here,
dude. Dude, I always thought those things were so cool. And then sometimes people would get like a toilet plunger and do like the thing. God.
Yeah, I have like a big toilet plunger that I use for my toilets.
Well, you don't have to put that on your trumpet.
Well, I could.
You could. I mean,
but
now you have to.
Well, okay. Yeah, I did that. And for anybody who's listening, there's me. I walked out and then I came back in and here's the plunger.
And he's putting it on their trumpet. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Neat.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Such a bummer that it's an auditory format only.
Yeah.
Wow. That was really something, D-Hay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Thanks. Okay, so we're going to manipulate children with this song.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just all trumpets?
Well, we kind of did that with Goose Happy, where every sound was a goose, which we never explained actually. So every sound that you hear in that song is a goose, and that's all the explanation.
Besides me honking.
Yeah, but that's a goose impression, so that's also sort of a goose. But I feel maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe I can just make like a normal beat, like a kid kind of. We could have like glockenspiel, like shit kids like. Twinkly little baby shit,
Okay. Well, it starts out and then it sort of ends up. I mean, I guess we said 11, but I want it to end in like teenage years.
So like rock. What did you listen to when you were a teenage? Like, what did you listen to when you were like 13? I was into like Led
the same
Zeppelin
stuff I listen to now.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. I remember that, actually. It was AC/DC mostly.
Yeah, AC/DC. I like Green Day.
Yeah, Sum 41.
A lot.
Blink-182.
Yeah, I still like them a lot. But, like, what are the teens into now?
Fucking only Lil Nas.
Oh, yeah, they love that guy.
They love that guy.
He's like, I'm gonna take my horse to the YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe we might actually be a couple of years behind.
Yeah.
What if I Google what do 11-year-olds listen to?
Mm-hmm.
What do 11-year-olds listen to? 11-year-olds playlist.
And I'll Google like
There's a lot of Justin Bieber on this list.
And maybe like to get our because we want this song to sort of change their mindset as they listen to it.
Dude,
I should like look up sort of mentalist techniques to manipulate children.
That's a good idea.
Maybe I'll Google that one.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing a lot of... So this is called 11-Year-Olds Playlist. And there's Adele, Justin Bieber, Fetty Wap. Like, these are interesting choices to show your 11-year-old. Like, why aren't you just training your 11-year-old to be a trumpet? Why is he listening to Lil Wayne and Sam Smith and Demi Lovato? All right, this playlist is bullshit. My Way? That's a weird, just right in the middle. There's a Frank Sinatra song, and then it's like back to Ariana Grande.
What about Kids Bop? They still doing that?
Kids Bop? Did any kid actually listen to Kids Bop? I didn't.
Probably.
I mean, they made like 30 of them.
Well, we don't necessarily need this to be a song for kids or by kids. We just need it to...
It's a song about kids.
We just need it to like change their brain in ways that morph them into...
Well, that's the mentalist perspective. So that's kind of your... Maybe just look up some common phrases that you would use to brainwash someone.
Okay.
You know?
Brainwash.
Maybe just like common gaslighting phrases.
Okay. Common gaslighting.
Like red flags.
Phrases. Kids.
For kids.
Common gaslighting phrases. Okay, these are like for parents that like these are phrases parents use to their kids.
Good, that's what we want.
You are crazy. You're making a big deal out of nothing. You are so sensitive. I criticize you because I love you. I'm not arguing. I'm discussing this.
This is so dark.
You're being too emotional.
Oh my god. This got really dark, man.
I was just joking. You're just paranoid.
Holy shit. Good stuff. So that's kind of
okay. So that's good. So like once later on in the song, they're gonna start like gaining more consciousness as they grow up, and they're gonna be like, "Why am I in this trumpet chamber?" You know, they might start having that thoughts. Yeah, and we're gonna be like, "You're just paranoid.
You're
like,
not
it's
in
just
a trumpet chamber.
Like,
it's just a joke, Jeffrey.
Yeah, like chill out, dude.
I'm doing this because I love you."
Yeah, we love you.
You deserve this, Jeffrey.
Do you think we would put this much effort into something if we didn't love you?
Yeah, so this is gonna be really good for Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey's gonna love it. He's gonna learn to love it.
He's gonna have to love it.
He needs to love it.
It's all he's gonna know. It's all he'll ever
dinner,
experience.
He needs to love
it. I didn't even think about what we're feeding this kid.
Well, drink is easy. It's valve oil.
Oh Christ! Is that stuff even water based? Probably not.
Grab some. You want me to grab some?
Yeah, let's look up the nutritional facts of valve oil, please.
Oh, and I think I got food right here.
All right.
We have some cork and tuning slide grease.
Yeah. Yum.
Yeah. I mean, you could fry up loads of stuff. You
fry
grease.
The cork in valve oil. You got fried cork.
I was thinking you'd get the pan, you'd grease it up with the cork and tuning slide grease.
Okay. And then what? Just cook them some chicken nuggies, or
well, yeah. Also, you could get the mute, which is kind of like a cork substance, and you could cook it in either the valve oil or the cork and tuning slide grease. So like there's a couple meals like with those three things. There's like a couple things you could do. I mean, that's plenty of food.
There's a cork actually like has nutritional value.
Yeah.
You can get goody cork flakes, 8 grams of protein per serving.
Okay.
You know, Cape's corkscrew noodles, that doesn't count. Those are just noodles. But cork flakes are fucking great.
And valve oil is good for you. I mean, it says right on the bottle, helps keep valves clean. And like,
keep your valves clean.
I'm gonna drink some right now.
Do it, man. Put some of that stuff back.
Yeah, like.
Oh, wow! You're really going to town on that valve oil.
That's me drinking it.
Wish I had some.
Yeah, because like, now my valves are so clean. Like, you got your heart valves and your arm valves and everything in between. Like you need those boys to be clean, or you're gonna have some real health problems.
We really ought to get some nutritional specialists on this. On here to ask them their opinion and really just sort of verify.
Yeah, and it like you might read the bottle and on it's explicitly says danger, harmful, or fatal if swallowed. Read back panel carefully. It says harmful or fatal if swallowed. And
that's
you might think,
just the liberal media trying to.
Oh my god! Yeah, they put that on everything these days. They put it on milk.
What's
they put
next?
It on your Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
anything's harmful or fatal if swallowed because you could choke
on it.
Like
hard to choke on oil.
Yeah. And actually, it only says it on the bottle, so it's like, no shit, idiot. I'm not going to eat the bottle. Yeah. Like, of course, like it's harmful or fatal if swallowed. I'm trying to drink the valve oil inside.
Stupid dinguses. Yeah. You gotta just stay aware, stay informed, drink valve oil, feed cork to your children.
Yeah, like don't listen to the liberal media who they're always telling you like
call your friend Sarah, she's a dietitian.
Yeah, and
that's I guess we can just hop down off the soapbox. I think we got the point across here. But we got to write a song here, buddy.
Okay,
good buddy.
Let's do it.
You think? I mean, what do you like? So just drums. I mean, are we just writing a song and then putting a trumpet in there? Like it starts with baby music and it goes into AC/DC? Like, is that?
I guess so. Yeah. I think the song ages with the person.
So
wish my parents weren't such liberals that they raised me like a human being.
I know. God.
Like just imagine like the specs you'd have if you were a trumpet in this day and age. Like, imagine what you could do.
You'd be set up for success in every field. Think about going into a business meeting and you're just like, you know, nobody can argue with that. You're going to get all the budgets that you want. Everybody's going to love you. You're going to own Wall Street probably. Like, you would be a billionaire. You'd be up there with Beesbo. You'd be up there with, Tim Cook, all those fools.
Yeah.
All of them were raised to be trumpets.
Maybe that's how, that's how they were raised. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it, man.
Okay. First line. Well, I feel like there's not talking at the beginning of the song. There's like a little intro and it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star-esque.
Yeah. How about we come back when we've got some baby music written out?
And then we'll kind of go through the stages of life.
Yeah,
we'll walk our listeners through it.
Yeah, so let's start with some baby music, and then we'll be back in a couple minutes. Well, for you, it'll be in 10 seconds. So that's where we're at. What do you think, man?
I think it's great. Like I was saying before, it reminds me of like a 5th grade trumpet concert,
which is perfect. It's exactly what we're going for.
It's really good for like the whole theme of the thing we're doing right now.
And you're kind of injecting your childhood into Jeffrey's childhood, which is good. Yeah. And like we're gonna grow up with it. We're gonna get better with the trumpet. Maybe. I mean, that was like me at my best trumpet playing. So I don't
know how much we're gonna improve with that. But
well, I mean, I might be able to find some trumpet samples or something.
Right, that would definitely sound better. So we can kind of upgrade on that.
Yeah, the trumpets can get a little better. I think like so you can tell I went for like the baby lullaby kind of feel, but we can start to introduce some more adult elements. I think, how slowly do we want this transition to happen? Do we turn into orchestral and then slowly bring in guitars and bass and stuff, or do we just jump straight into black metal?
Well, I think we go through the stages of life.
Okay.
So right now we hit the baby stage, and the trumpets came in. I think that was when the trumpet baby starts to walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
or something. Trumpets can't walk. Trumpets can't walk. So
trumpets can't walk. So we don't want this child.
So we don't really want this child to walk.
They're strapped. They're like strapped down.
Yeah.
Like
we need like, the muscles in their legs to never develop.
I think they're in like a human trumpet case.
Okay.
Which is basically a coffin. If you think about it.
I'm so glad you said it. I was thinking it.
And yeah, but we're not killing any babies.
Yeah.
They're just in a coffin.
He's just a goth baby.
Well, they exist in a coffin until a human pulls them out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine.
Yeah. So I think they're still in their coffin phase, and maybe
we have to lay out a trumpet's lifespan. Like we're thinking about this in terms of humans, right. But maybe we should lay out sort of the stages that a trumpet goes through in its life.
Okay.
So coffin stage.
So the coffin stage, and then then somebody buys their first trumpet like a human does.
Yeah, and it's probably like a 5th grader, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the part that we just wrote is like when the trumpet gets purchased by a child.
Right. So like the first time they pick it up and start playing it. So that's where we're at. Then they
play their first concert.
Yeah.
And the nerves are high,
Right. I want to get the concert feel out of it, and then I want later in life, I want them to abandon the trumpet.
Whoa, so there's a sad section.
Yeah, because eventually the child outgrows the trumpet.
Yeah,
and they don't think it's like
lives
cool
in a closet for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man, it's sad.
So this when Jeffrey is born in 11 years, he's going to be a fully developed, fully matured trumpet who's experienced the full lifespan of a trumpet.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
he'll have experienced love and loss.
Well, I feel like we're turning him into a trumpet so then he can...
So then he's prepared for it?
So then he's prepared for it?
So 11 years, he leaves the deprivation chamber and goes straight onto the shelf at like Music and Arts.
Yes, I think that's after the 11 years.
That's what I'm saying,
I think, he stays in the coffin for 11 years.
Yeah, and then we take him out of the coffin, put him on the shelf at Music and Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that all makes sense to me. So we got to sort of work through the lifespan of a trumpet. So how about we lay that out now?
Okay.
Just like we were. So we had coffin stages. Coffin stage isn't a thing. there's birth of trumpet, I guess, is when the child buys the trumpet.
Yeah. Well, the coffin stage was the baby part before. So that was the very beginning of the song.
Yeah.
So we're going through the lifespan of a trumpet, but Jeffrey, the child, hasn't gone through. He's just a baby. He's just a real baby.
So we're just preparing him for.
So we're preparing him for his life. So at the very beginning of the song, that's just the baby music, and that resonates with him because he's still a human baby. But then we get him with the trumpet, and we start conditioning him so that he turns into something greater than humanity can even fathom.
Yeah. He'll be half man, half trumpet, sort of. Mostly he'll just be a trumpet.
Yeah, by the end of it, he'll just be a trumpet.
Yeah. So coffin stage, then first child. So the child buys him, takes him off the shelf, starts learning how to play. That's the part where the trumpet comes in. We have that already.
Yeah, we have that. So I think now we're at like concert band middle school.
Yeah, like first concert. The nerves are high. Maybe we include even like a couple other horns. No way. We don't want to confuse him.
Yeah.
Maybe orchestra, maybe strings. Something easier to swallow. Or maybe just drums.
Yeah.
Like concert drums, timpanis, bass drums.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I like timpanis just to like really like amp up the tension, I think.
Yeah.
I think these are going to be like big timpanis.
And then what's the next stage? Is it like so maybe it's like jazz band high school.
Oh, yeah. And like maybe there's some romance, like the trumpet meets a nice clarinet.
Ooh.
Or something.
Yeah, we'll throw some clarinet love in there.
Yeah.
Writing down clarinet love. Okay. Jazz band, high school. That's like the young adult stage. And then he goes,
abandonment.
Abandonment. I almost was writing a happy story. I was like, then he goes to college to play trumpet.
But then I think reunion after college. I think it's
when his owner starts a podcast. Right. And then has to write a song about a trumpet.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what, reunion?
Picks it up out of the closet after a few years. Reunion.
And then what? Abandonment 2.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe it'll end with like rebirth. And like we kind of go full circle with it. So after the reunion, I'm trying to figure out how to justify this.
Like narratively,
Jeffrey. Yeah. Well, we want Jeffrey to see this as a coherent experience.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be hearing this a lot for 11 years. He'll probably form his own meanings.
We just got to make sure they're the right ones.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
I want to get like the idea that this trumpet player goes on to steal another child and turn them into a trumpet. So this song is... So the song is...
You keep saying steal the children. We're not stealing any children, D.A. I need you to understand that.
Okay, whatever you say.
All right.
Okay, I got it. So this song is basically the tale of the trumpet player.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So,
but sort of from the perspective of the trumpet a little bit.
Of the trumpet. So there's the abandonment and then the rebirth. So this is going to be when, as an older gentleman like myself, I start a podcast and pick up the trumpet and play it a little bit. Then I inspire a new generation of adults to kidnap children.
Yup.
And so then the cycle begins anew, and we start at the beginning with a new rebirth. Child is born or stolen. It depends. We're still... The jury's not out on if they're born or they're stolen yet.
So it goes from reunion to rebirth then, either way, no matter how, all right.
Okay, I think that's it.
So coffin stage, first child, first concert, jazz band, abandonment, reunion, rebirth.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
That sounds right.
Sounds right. All right. I mean, let's write this fucking song.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we got to the reunion section of the song, and the way that the writing is played out is we found this like awesome jazz piano, and I'll actually credit the artist, this dude Bugumi on YouTube, named, I guess his real name is Ryan. The title is Milk Coffee. Super great track. I cut it up for this section. But we ended up writing like a lo-fi hip-hop kind of a jam to it, and it's like way too good, and it needs a rap, but like narratively, no idea how to make that work. Yeah, well, I think obviously I will rap it through the trumpet as I've done all the other lyrics in this song. I'll just like speak my truth through the great horn. But I feel like so the section prior to this is so like viscerally negative and like painful. Like it's just it's the gaslighting. That was
the
section.
Abandonment.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the abandonment, and this is when you find the trumpet again, and it like feels as good as this beat sounds.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that it evokes like real emotion.
Yeah, it evokes that. Like you pick up the trumpet after you haven't played it in years, and it's just like it has that like nostalgic feel to it.
Yeah, man. So we gotta push that feeling through a rap now. And I know rapping wasn't originally part of the program, but that's definitely what's gonna happen now.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the next thing that you guys are gonna hear is the full song, including this rap at the end. And then I guess we'll get a guest on.
Maybe. I mean, it's kind of late, but like we'll try.
We'll try, or it'll just be this one could just be for us, just you and me, and all of our listeners could just have this one.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That could be a thing. Right. We'll see. We'll talk to you guys in a couple minutes, and even maybe there will be somebody else here, and maybe there won't. No.
You are crazy. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. You are so sensitive. I'm criticizing you because I am not discussing this with you. Should have known. You're being too emotional. Stop being dramatic. You're so sensitive. That's just because you are so insecure. Stop acting crazy. You are just paranoid. You just love trying to throw me out. I was just joking. You're making that up. It's no big deal. Stop acting crazy.
I remember back in class, I used to belt out through my brass. My emotions went unspoken through the trumpet of my past. But no sound if the mouthpiece can't be found. Don't clean the spit valve, then get drowned. Oiled up like valves, but I couldn't make it through. With you, the horn torn from me, nothing else to do. I sat alone long enough to forget, but the past will never die while I'm playing trumpet.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that all
took me on a journey.
That's the most like chronological song I've heard in my life.
What did it mean to you? Like, what do you think that song was about?
I felt like I went on a life journey. Like I said in the beginning, at the start, it felt like I was in like a really bad womb, But then like the jazz kicked in, and it was like a Benjamin Button flash forward. Like now we're like a teenager woo bopping in the roaring 20s, and then it kept going. It kept jumping, and I felt like I was going on a ride. And then the trumpet rap started, and it was like the ride crashed, and I died. It was very impactful. It was a lot.
Man, that it is absurd how almost correct, how close you just got to.
I know, you're like so spot on. Like,
I don't know whether to give you credit or us credit. Like, clearly we fucking killed
all
it.
the credit to you. You painted such a picture with nothing but audio.
Yeah, like I feel like we should try to explain what we were going through. Like,
man, you can try your best.
What were you going through?
So like I want to try to re-explain the idea behind this song.
I feel like I would need to listen to the podcast again to remember.
So we would kidnap a child. And
we never said anything about kidnapping a child. I was saying we conceive our own child. Kidnapping is off the table.
Okay, so we would either kidnap or conceive our own child, and then we were going to take this child and put them in a sensory deprivation coffin. Jesus. Where 24/7 all they would hear was this song, and that by doing that we were trying to make them into a trumpet.
Okay.
We want to
in the chamber. They're stuck hearing babies.mp3 24/7.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's sort of, this is like all of the media that they're going to consume for the first, what did we say, 14 years of their life?
I think it was 11.
11 years,
something like that.
That's got such an incredible like meta twist to it. Then it's like having the baby stuck in the sensory deprivation coffin, listening to just babies.mp3, it's like it's painting a picture like of me being stuck in this podcast, listening to babies.mp3. And it's just like the connection transcends the MP3. It's
so you can relate.
We're all I'm a trumpet now. I feel it. I really do.
That was actually something we were worried about, is that we would become trumpets if we listened to it.
I'm not worried anymore. I'm not worried. This is my life now. I think I'm ready to accept it.
Wow. Yeah. At any point during the song, were you fearful?
Oh, yeah. Most of it.
Okay.
A lot of it.
Nice.
I felt safe when the jazz kicked in, and then my parents were arguing, and I got scared again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, one thing we really didn't want in the song was any sort of human connection to it. We wanted it to all be trumpets. So like even when I rapped and sang, and we should also talk about the
gaslighting section.
The gaslighting.
Yeah, the gaslighting section,
because I feel like that needs to be talked about a little bit. But like even when I sang everything through a trumpet, and the gaslighting section was all like spoken through a trumpet. So it was so this baby that we stole or conceived wouldn't, like, they wouldn't relate to any sort of human and wouldn't start having human thoughts.
It was interesting because up till that point, I felt like the song was telling a story, but it was very like silent film. You get what you put into it kind of thing. So when the gaslighting starts, and I'm very audibly hearing these trumpet people like talking and divulging info about how fucked up they are. That was like an interesting layer, I think, to the story onion.
I'm still just so impressed at how close you got to the. Oh my god! Really, I was like, oh my god.
Definitely a very special experience. Like it's not a song I'm gonna blast during my workouts, but it's like this 3-minute clip, like it took me on a journey, It
changed you.
And as much as I like a lot of music, not a lot of music does that, So it achieved something really different, I'd say. You laid some hot fucking shit down. Like the rap happens, and it felt like an open palm slap across the face. It was so out of nowhere, but like once I started recovering, I was like, Dan's got some bars. He's spitting some trumpet shit here. Like it was not like a half-assed, jokey thing. Like you really actually pulled that off. So I think that is like that's where the cool part is, you know? Like the story builds up to that closet rap. Yeah.
He's been a closet rapper for a long time. I think maybe a lot of people haven't seen that side of him.
Yeah, that's the name I want to make for myself on this podcast. Like I want to be the cool rap guy.
The closet rapper? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the closet rap god.
Well, you do record. You're in a closet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Natural domain, baby.
Hell yeah. We thrive in the closet. Well, Miguel, thank you so much for your assessment.
Dude, thank you for having me on. This was life-changing. I'm going to go buy a trumpet, I think. I'm like feeling the calling.
Or a child. Better yet, you could take the child and put them in a coffin.
For 11 years.
11 years. Yeah. At the end of that time, you'd have a trumpet and it would be free.
I'm learning so much today. Incredible. I'm going to get right on that. Babies.org. I'm going to hit that up right now. I'm ready.
You got anything to promote before you get out of here?
I've been doing some fun, funky social media stuff for this game company, Akupara Games. They do some cool indie games, like story games, little like weird platformers. They got a cool one called Spinch with art from an Adventure Time artist. They have some cool stuff, so you guys can check that stuff out. We're on Twitter at Akupara Games. Besides that, happy holidays. That's what I want to plug.
Thank you, man.
Live and laugh and love, baby.
Live, laugh, love. Happy holidays.
I remember back in class, I used to belt out through my brass. My emotions went unspoken through the trumpet of my past. But no sound if the melody